Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel Jury's World. Today I will going to explain you the summary of the chapter The Addresses. Let's see. The address was written by Marga Minko. It's a moving short story of Marga Minko. During World War II, Germany invaded Holland. A woman with her daughter has to flee from her home. The mother dies. Long after the war, the daughter comes back to her town. She meets the woman with whom her mother had left all her belongings. The woman even refuses to recognize her, nor does she show any intention of returning the things she has in her possession. The narrator gives up the idea of getting them back again. She decided to leave all of them behind. She resolves to forget the address where those belongings lie unceremoniously in unpleasant surroundings. Let's see the summary. Mrs. S. daughter visits number 46 Marconi Street. By this time, the narrator was at number 46 in Marconi Street. She was the daughter of Mrs. S. and she pressed the bell. The woman opened the door and she looked at the newcomer searchingly. She was Mrs. Dorling actually. And the narrator introduced herself. The woman's face showed absolutely no sign of recognition. She kept standing, staring at her in silence. The girl had once seen the woman years ago. She realized that perhaps she had rung the wrong bell, but soon her doubt was set in rest. The woman was wearing her mother's green knitted cardigan. She was at the right place. The woman refused to recognize the girl actually. The girl asked the woman if she still knew her. Mrs. Dorling replied that she didn't. She stood there dumbfounded. The narrator then told her that she was the daughter of Mrs. S. The woman asked, "Have you come back?" It was clear that she was not pleased to see the girl again. The girl replied that she was the only one who survived and came back. The woman expressed regret that she could not do anything for her. The narrator told her that she had come specially for her to by train. She wanted to talk to her for a moment, but the lady showed her helplessness. She was not ready to entertain the girl. She could come at another time. The narrator thought of his mother. She got lost in her old memories. She thought about her mother who had given her the address of Mrs. Dorling years ago. Holland was war stricken. It had been in the first half of the war. She remembered how she came home for a few days. She noticed that various things in the houses were missing. Her mother then told her about Mrs. Dorling. She had never heard of her before. Clearly, Mrs. Dorling must have been an old acquaintance of her mother, actually. Suddenly, Mrs. Dorling started coming regularly to their houses. Mrs. Dorling's frequent visit to their house. Every time she visited, she took something with her. One day she took all the silverware. Then she took away the antique plates hung on the wall. Mrs. S told her daughter that Mrs. Dorling wanted to save all her articles. It was wartime. If they had to leave the place, they would lose everything. The daughter wanted to know if there was a written agreement that Mrs. Dorling would return all the articles safely. The girl could not trust anyone so blindly. Mrs. S replied that it was not necessary. Mrs. S was thankful to Mrs. Dorling for what she was doing for her and all that happened years before. The narrator's first visit was not rewarding. She paid a second visit to see Mrs. Dorling. This time she found her 15 years old daughter in the house. Mrs. Dorling was not there. She decided to wait for Mrs. Dorling. The daughter sees her mother's belonging. The narrator found herself in the midst of things once they belonged to her mother. She wanted to see them again. All those things were taken away by Mrs. Darling and kept there here in her house. She was pained to note that they were arranged tastelessly. The ugly furniture and the muggy smell upset her. The girl brought tea for her. Then she opened a box and took some spoons out of it. The narrator also looked at the antique plates. She knew that all the cutlery, knives, forks, and spoons were of silver. Her mother had told her about them when she was alive. The narrator resolved to forget the address of Mrs. Darling. Actually, the narrator jumped up. She must catch her train. She could not wait for Mrs. Darling. She came out and read the number. It was 46 Marconi Street. The address was totally correct, but she wanted to forget the address. She resolved not to go there. Those nice things were once the belongings of her mother. They reminded her of her former times. But they had lost their values. Their true owner no longer existed. They were in strange surroundings. She had to forget them and the address where they were still lying. So, this is all about this chapter, the address. The address of 46 Marconi Streets. So, the narrator wanted to forget all about this, and she decided to leave all of them behind because this lie unceremoniously and in unpleasant surroundings. And also, the acquaintance did not want to return them. So, this is all about this chapter, the address, which the narrator wanted to forget, resolve it. Hope you have understood the chapter. In my next video, I will give you the question answers related to this chapter. Thank you. If you like my videos, do like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.